Hello everybody, and welcome to Never This Nonsense. I'm here with the Neon Tarantino, Derek Dillinger, man. Chris Hero's person mixed it. How was it to be invited by Chris Hero and be in the Gungo Mungo Rumbo?
It was sweet.
Biff Whiff?
Biff Whiff was here in attendance. He was loud in living color. It was sweet. Chris Hero was like my pro wrestling dad. We were actually live on the street, so there's traffic and traffic on the road, traffic on the sidewalk.
I've been doing street interviews for almost 10 years. I've had skateboarders run by. I've interviewed Bryce Brinsberg on the street.
I love that.
So yeah, we do it whenever. It's raw footage. We do it whenever, wherever.
We're live.
We're live. We don't cut it. We don't edit.
I love that.
We don't edit. So Chris shows you're like your dad, your wrestling
my
dad.
My wrestling dad. Chris Hero's my wrestling dad, and I came to the conclusion today. Rachel Ellering is like my wrestling mom. She bought me lunch, and she made sure I ate it before I wrestled. So she's a sweetheart.
Now I wasn't getting in the ring here in California. Is it your first time?
This is one of my first times. It's my first time in Los Angeles.
Okay.
I debuted in San Francisco at the West Coast Cup. Me and Starboy Charlie wrestled. We had a pretty good match. He got the best of me. So maybe there's some like ill intent between him and I, and maybe he'll run it back again. There's now a semi-truck in front of us. So street sounds, we're cooking, baby.
Street sounds. And who'd you like facing off in the Gungo Mungo Rumbo?
So Jimmy Jacobs, I loved him to death when I was growing up, right? So if you didn't like the Age of the Fall, you're like missing out. I grew up in that Ring of Honor period, so big fan of Jimmy Jacobs. When I first started wrestling, I'm gonna let this drive by real fast, so 1 second.
I know. We're live. We don't edit. I know Matt Cardona got kicked out when I said raw footage. Matt Cardona's like,
oh, he cease and desist for Matt Cardona, not for me. You can't say raw with him, but you can say raw for me. So I love Jimmy Jacobs. I got to cook with Jimmy Jacobs today. Actually hit the cravat spin on Jimmy Jacobs. 19 years ago, Chris Hero hit Jimmy Jacobs with a cravat spin. So that was a little Easter egg in my match day, a little tribute to Chris himself.
I'm a big AIW fan. I stopped off watching lately, but you're one of the new stars to come out of the AIW Academy.
I know.
And tell us about AIW and explain to people who don't know what Absolute Intense Wrestling, the best wrestling in Cleveland, Ohio, I say.
Best wrestling in Cleveland, Ohio. AIW, obviously based in Cleveland, Ohio. Absolute Intense Wrestling. They've been doing it for probably, almost 20 years at this point. Every month they have a show. The shows kill. I'm one of the top guys. In my opinion, I think I'm the best. Let's be real. I was just an AIW Intense champion for almost a year. I lost that, and I think I'm venturing up. I think I want the Absolute Championship, that main belt. I think that's probably my next
goal. What a good
goal.
History behind that belt.
Yeah,
so many legends have held it.
So many legends. I mean, Johnny Gargano's held it. Matt Cardona himself.
Ethan Page.
All Ego. If we want, I want to segue if we're going to talk about Ethan Page.
Yeah, Ethan Page. We put guys over here. We put you over and we put whoever you're friends with over.
Ethan Page, I love him. Ethan Page provides me a place to wrestle every month in Canada.
Oh yeah,
Alpha One.
I used to love Alpha One. Now it's back. Tell us about the new and improved and with the AEW Superstar and ROH Superstar Ethan Page now. They get all the TV stars on there now.
They're there every month, right? So the first show. He had Max Caster as a surprise. That was awesome.
Yeah,
he had.
He calls it Twitter storm.
Oh, I know that. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
Shout out Max Caster. He had Ortiz on the show, and he had Pepper Parks on that show as well. That's cool. And then the second show, he had Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose was on the show, and the one Private Party member, and. My guy, Paul Cronson from the Iron Savages was on that show. So, Alpha One's cool. I definitely recommend to check it out. I recommend checking AIW out. I definitely recommend checking West Coast Pro out.
Definitely free on YouTube, those shows for Alpha One and West Coast Pro.
YouTube.
Tell us about what the Neon Tarantino is, and let's talk about the best Quentin Tarantino movies. For me, Pulp Fiction, so what's your best Tarantino movie?
Neon Tarantino is me. I'm a director of pro wrestling, director of exploitation. My favorite Quentin Tarantino movie is Pulp Fiction.
Nice.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, everyone loves a Royale with cheese. Lee Moriarty. Shout out Lee Moriarty. He's going to walk through. Oh, you're not walking through now?
Right. I'm a professional. I would never walk in front of the shop.
Sorry. Good.
You can cameo.
Lee, you're going to do it. Come here.
You can cameo.
My link will be here in 2 minutes.
Here, guys. In 2 minutes, Lee's
Lee Moriarty. Tiger style.
My good friend, Lee.
He came from AIW, too.
AIW and Pittsburgh. Me and Lee were Pittsburgh rivals for a long time. And now we're friends. Look at you.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
See, that's why we have random cameos.
There it is. Lee
People
Moriarty.
used to always show up in the
Gotta pop the ratings with Lee
Lee
Moriarty.
Moriarty.
Shout out Lee
Tell us
Moriarty.
about, people want to talk about the Pittsburgh indie scene. Tell us about Pittsburgh's wrestling scene.
Pittsburgh's cool. I wrestle for IWC. Lee came from Rise Wrestling, so I'll give Rise Wrestling a shout out. They train or they have shows with my wrestling students from AIW on, so shout out to them. But shout out to IWC. I was the Super Indie champion there for a while. That's another belt that had a lot of history behind it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's cool. The Pittsburgh scene is cool. I mean, it's not that bad. There's another promotion called Enjoy Wrestling. That's another one. I'm trying to plug every promotion I work for so I can keep getting bookings. Enjoy Wrestling's cool. Lee Moriarty's featured there. Big time star that's now standing over there getting in his Uber. We don't need to go over there. Pittsburgh scene is pretty cool.
Definitely, let's plug your socials and everything.
Yes, cool. So I recently changed my Instagram handle because Chris Hero himself told me I need to be professional. So my Instagram handle is now the same as my Twitter. It's Derek_Dillinger. So give me a follow. I'll probably follow you back.
What are some AIW students we should look out for? The new kids on the block.
AIW students, we should look out for Big Sam Hardway Holloway.
Okay.
He was just one of Drew McIntyre's Scottish swordsmen at WrestleMania.
Okay.
So that's cool. There's a tag team that are pretty much my children called Members Only. Malcolm Cambridge, Calvin G. Lewis. Be on the lookout for them. They've had some pretty good matches with Colin Delaney and
Nice. It's a pleasure having you on. Derek Dillinger, my man. Real comments from our con. Straight to see Roscoe's Pro. The Sean Sense. Just